welcome back. I just got my queue. We shall start the instance. Everything's fully of cool. Okay. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you the ignorant servants who know your not your Godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. Ugh. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None of your servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls are unbelievable. Believers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by the breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stands against us shall burn. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God, your words are my bread. Impossible! By the what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, this is the only explanation. For souls, thy frail mortal flame can serve as a vessel to the blessing of the but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The number of thine allegiance waxen clear, thou art the goddess' blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. this is the first primal fight that we'll have to encounter. Ifrit. He's a little tricky, but if you know how to deal with him, he's fine. The only key thing that we have to deal with is when he summoned his nail. If you don't destroy it, it'll be a wipe. Alright, there we go. Do 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 do. And we are finished. Pray forgive my lateness. Oh my god, I still have that equipped. Fuck! I was delayed by the congregations of the Majin zealots. I swear each seemed more evanescent than the last. Evanescent the last. Persistent. Phew! I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer now. Okay. I feel I owe you an apology, Akira. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue with these conversations in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And much as disappointed he was, the readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated. Even though Uldan interference into accountable. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at Count. We have our only ourselves to rely on. Even the persistence, my dear Livia, promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. The meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves within the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled that by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans. Perhaps, but this is uh, consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Alright, sweet. Give me just a second. Okay. Ah, there you are, Akira. Come west a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing their gods enormous, enormous, enormous. I can't even. Ignominous defeat. The Amazons will be less inclined to risk our wrath for a time, at least. Now, where were we? Yes, I was in pressing process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempted, but it suits me to dwell on the negativities. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still Reason to rejoice, Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Akira. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to our bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take your time to relax and return to the waking sands. When you are good and ready, we can discuss matters in more detail, but just don't take too long. Will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Alright, let's return to the waking sands, shall we? That reminds me, I do have to change my equipment, so we can do that while we travel. That's more better. The triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Akira her life. I wasn't there when the Martians took her prisoner, and he wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, but some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Tancred. You can ill blame yourself for every. Akira, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Tancred just has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniable great, yet a part of me believes that I had no excuse to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspect the Amalhal, Amalhashan uh, undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale of limited to Oda. Similar incidents have taken rifle in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worships the promise cry out for their gods for deliverance from the suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward the which a primal's essence is irresistible drawn. It is coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are so done satisfied with such reference as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not supple to create followers. They do these by tempting mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the the why of it. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you about the Echo should be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Metricus planning, meticulous planning, such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my preceding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The Immortal Flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need to not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take a full advantage of respite, Akira. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felted Ifrit, I fear you have a nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the attempted abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, the information must be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempted, he is tempted for life. His very existence lends strength to the primos, whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Akira. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives Luciax would never have allowed this to happen? I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Alright, let's continue with the a hero in the making. Mephilia is wearing a wry smile. Make it have something to do with your newfound fame. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way to in Erosia. By for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Yostola in that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner than you joined us than you pers- personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in short time, and one fame so doing, alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon to discover. We have guests, Akira, or rather, you have guests. Big pardons. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I have given a to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on the behalf of Maelstrom Grain Company of Linza, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Akira, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grain companies of Erosia. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They have not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Akira's deeds spread so quickly that the immortal flames could know her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? Eep. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Blackrose. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge victor. The Order of the Twin Elder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12th wood. With a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Blackrose. The comrades speak of you in most glowing terms. A woman of your talents belongs to with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Oda. The admiral was not eagerly exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. As to many others in Limsa, long before the rest is Erosia, took note. Your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Luminsa to the shores of glory. Amen, Philia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding. Mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the green companies are all encompassing organizations empowering powered to call upon the mortal economic and technological resources of their respective city states in times of strife. There are presently three such organizations in Erosia: the Maelstroms of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Alder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ota. Serving a grain company means serving a nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause, in which the for your Faithful service, you are will be furnished with various rewards, in some of which will may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grain companies best serves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you may have this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your alliance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. I thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the three city-states are planning to hold remnants resemblance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am giving you to understanding that the leader of the each grain company will will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to be help you make a informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Akira hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of the disciple of the military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grain company nonetheless. Well, the promise of reward is enticing in itself. It is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Akira, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is not is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be on the lookout for them. Yet, however ver, vigilant you are, vigilant you are but one woman in the midst of the grand company. However, you will be one woman amongst many a friends amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely on your aid. The 12th know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Green Company seek to protect their own nations. We science, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Erosia as a whole, similar yet not quite the same. And now, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. And such I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eurasia is changing, Akira, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the marrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is not we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the resemblance services are due to take place. Alright, let's talk to Tataru. Tataru. Oops. Before that, I'm yeah, I can't speak. Let's see. The other seer speaks only truth, and her words have the power to touch the soul at the sound of her voice. All fall silent and attend her. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I am sure you will have be no exception. When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that is no small thing. She is a born leader, and no one would gladly follow in the seventh hell. With the power you possess, there will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be a lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman. Okay, in the midst of the grain company, however, you will be one woman amongst many. A friend amongst friends of achievements will be shared, and so will be the danger. Okay. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Akira. I might have sung your praises a little too loud and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know and when the resemblance services are taking place. It will, if all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of Twin Elder, will hold the first of three services. The Elder Seed Seeker Kan E Sanya will deliver her address at Myth Kaheto's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it is possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that. So make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Reborn Aldrin will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promandate date on. Oh, and it's rumored there's gonna be a special gift. How exciting! Last, but not least, you must make your way to stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlbum Bolfism Sin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the Sentry Xanthrol and he'll will admit you got all that. Well, go off you go. Then I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city states in my prescribed order. Though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in your favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Okay, we're gonna do it in a weird order. We're going to go with Ul'dah, then Gridania, then Limsa Lumnza. Because after Limsa Lumnza, I'll travel to Vester Bay with the where is this? By boat. All right, it's gonna take 2 minutes. Oh, my throat is dry. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. Let me just reduce the sound. Shite. Okay, after this quest, we'll be joining a guild, the Grand Company. We will be able to do a few side quests to unlock a few certain things, and we will be able to gain our first mount and the ability to travel, which will be a godsend for us. Well, for me, but if you play together, you know. Um, Let me see. Okay. Oh, nice. We got 20K so far. Do 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 do. All right, let's go to the aetheryte crystal, and we can travel to the roaring thingamajiggy. I can't even say the chamber of rule. There we go. Okay. So, next episode we'll deal with the grand company of our choosing, which is pretty much easy. I know which grand company I will start with, and get our first mount, and then we'll take care of the retainers. That we. Oop, can I? Oh yeah, we can use this. These are like things to add to your chocobos. Do I really want? No. So we'll after the thingy majiggy, the grand companies will deal with retainers and be able to use them for our advantage by being our storage whores. Anyways, hope to see you in the next episode. Have a nice day.